Ongoing Thanos here, it looks like. Is this your best deck with Hobgoblin? This is the most competitive deck that exists with Hobgoblin, yes. Unclear if Clog is better or worse without Hobgoblin, but this is definitely the only way to play it in a remotely serviceable deck. Alright. Let's fill up the left tier, huh? Have some rocks, gamer. Alright, Hobgoblin hopefully means we win Jotunheim. We actually still win this game, despite that brutal devastation in the center, huh? Got him. Cannonball! Cannonball says you don't get to know how many points we have, chat. Don't you dare add them up. Don't you dare. He's shielding you from how powerful he is. I'm awful at math, so we're good. God bless. There are not black cosmic borders in my shop. I checked earlier. I looked. Very nice, very nice. I don't think that, I'm probably just magicking this one, actually. I'm gonna play hood face down to the right. And Surge there doesn't bother us because they're unlikely to want to Cosmo their Surge path, so we should be getting rid of the Raft here this turn. Yeah, people were complaining about old Spotlight variants cluttering up their shop while being too expensive, so they decided they weren't going to do that anymore. I believe old Spotlight variants are just firmly back in the Disney Vault at this point. Just not obtainable. I don't believe they're in the Collector's Vault, but someone can correct me if I'm wrong. Shang-Chi's! Well, good. That means we can play our Red Hulk out proactively. I remember when Doc would die there. It was a dark time. Good old-fashioned esports octopus. We're creeping up to 2,000 viewers today. Maybe we will do a long stream. Ooh, we're actually over. I've got nowhere to be. Remember, our baby land shark in the center can still move around. Now we just do D-mid Red Hulk on the last turn. Alright, nobody move! Boris, thank you for the prime. The request to play this deck today was play your favorite stacks equivalent deck in Marvel Snap, and this is definitely qualifies. Who gets to play the game on the last turn? Me. Me. I do. This deck's a phenomenal example of card games can be zero-sum, meaning if you're having all the fun, your opponent's having none of it. Or if your opponent's having none of the fun, you're having all of it. Ooh, my camera was a little small still. Slightly larger. We were really, the high roll there was grapple plus acid. Would have been real good. Let's get this fist tower all clogged up. Mad Mike, thank you for the 2/3 of a year. Welcome back. Good afternoon. Grapple on the goblin. I think there's a chance the left is too full by next turn to grapple the goblin, so I think I just take my guaranteed jump over. Oh yeah, turn X would have changed it. Not an option. Good show. They just first Ghost Ridered their Shang-Chi. LOL. I think they'll ever make White Widow playable again. Probably not with her current text box. Alright, Gwenpool left puts them to 4. -3 is 1. They go to 7 on the left. So I'm actually winning the left. I'm actually winning the left as is. And this fills the right. Fist means no fill. No, their side. I'm filling their side, gamers. They don't have a Shang-Chi because they discarded it. I think I just do Red Hulk, yeah? They could Juggernaut me. Yeah, Juggernaut's a good call. The Ghost Rider's not actually in their deck. The deck tracker's messed up. This is a Tarnax card. Is this better? That's close. I think this is probably wins the game. Cool. Ooh. I think we have to take this play because of Juggernaut. All right, all the roads were heading in the direction of Rome there. Weird stay from them, considering they just lost to Red Hulk Center that they knew we had. Unless they're just leaving. Okay, they're just leaving. That makes sense. They were just ready to be done. Clogging them up. Do 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 do. Be do 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 do. Oh, someone else mentioned swapping Red Hulk for Gore earlier. I think it's fine. I think it mostly doesn't matter. It's pretty similar. Gore's probably a little bit better on average, but really that 6-drop slot can be basically anything. Just pick your favorite big dumb number card, essentially. Ooh. I feel like any opposing Magic deck has to be a good matchup for us. I think we are the more maybe they're also Clog. Nope. Okay. I think we're ahead here on average. Oh. I forgot these decks are a mess of tech cards these days. Yeah. Not the best performing, but the most popular It does not remotely have the best stats, but the most popular build of Mr. Negative on the public tracker is playing Killmonger and Shang-Chi. They're gonna mute it, right? So we can make a bad stay here. I don't really want to play against a Killmonger deck. Actually ended up being very, very close, huh? Yep. I'm playing this with Shadow King instead of Hawkeye and Shang instead of Red Hulk. Average Marvel Snap player taking a deck list and cutting 2 cards for 2 more tech cards they don't need. Sounds about average. I think you absolutely need some type of big number at the top end. I think you need a Gore or a Magneto or even a regular Hulk if you're not playing Red Hulk. Kate's a very good card. Genuinely, if you've spent resources on literally anything before you bought Kate Bishop or Sam Wilson, you messed up and spent your token wrong. Make those 2 cards your next 2 purchases. Kate Bishop is literally one of the best cards you can get in the game. Make her a priority. Magneto is my current Gore stand-in because his effect can still save. I agree, Brown. I think Magneto is perfectly reasonable and serviceable here. I like him a lot. If you want my thoughts on which cards are the best to buy, check out my Series 4 or 5 tier list on the Hooglandia Snap channel. Give that a monthly update. We just did one fairly recently. Now, the real question is our opponent a Luke Cage enjoyer? Ah, rats. Saves one of these, kitty. Do I want to lose to Luke or Cosmo? I'd probably rather lose to Lucas, right? Cosmo's pretty common in the opponent's archetype. If I want to lose to Cosmo instead of Luke, I could cannonball the gore on the right. If you lose to Luke, it's good for your brain. That's true, you know. We are play more Luke Cage stream. All right, looks like the rollover just happened. I'm gonna go take my web shop spin while these adverts go. Don't go anywhere, gamers. We broke 2,000 concurrent viewers, which means we're going to be streaming Marvel Snap until we drop below that. Appreciate everybody hanging out, getting your drops on here as we enter the final 24 hours. If you're watching this on YouTube right now, consider tapping the like button. It doesn't cost you anything. It helps the content reach some more people. Appreciate all the folks that have done that already. Bested the Proving Grounds. Any new pixels in the shop to purchase? No new pixels. Ooh, I got a premium mystery variant for my web shop spin. I said there weren't new pixels. I was wrong. Is that best in slot Frigga? Might be best in slot Frigga. Oh my gosh, the scroll down. You're killing me, Marvel Snap. Reload the client. Maybe you got her from the mystery variant to the web shop. Very unlikely. Gotta get it just to compare. Something like that. I do play a lot of Frigga. It's close. Why don't you buy the... There's an ultimate variant for her? Doesn't look like it. Or you mean, why don't I buy this ultimate variant here? I think my Doom is better. I have all the ultimate variants I want. It's not like I'm denying myself ultimate variants. That's close. Let's do it. We might come back and buy that. Successfully upgraded guards. Your current variant matches the nameplate better. It's true. Yeah, there were no black cosmics in my shop, Ben. Hey, Weebo, thank you for the 1.5 years. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Good evening, good evening. Got jump scared by the adverts. They're good for that. Reminded you for the primary upper. A Tarnax for me? Little old me. sad for us. Hopefully we can find a copy of Magic. Divorce Dad is a username with the U.S. agent. U.S. agent avatar. Feels on point. There's Magic. I have 5 energy this turn. I think I do this and save her for next turn. They could play 2 into here, I suppose. Gosh, it's close. Nice, rewarded. Oh, he undoes some of our Clog here, which is unfortunate. Daredevil lets us know where to put our green goblin, which is lovely. Misery! This person has metagamed our poor Clog deck incredibly hard. You think that means they're a Killmonger deck too? They played their demon out. That's a good call. If they are a Killmonger deck, they're signaling not wanting to be playing it. That's good for me. I think, yeah. Question mark? There's a number of 3s that this works out for on the left. Rats. I think we're just cooked when they play there. I don't think there was a single 3 that flips up to save us. Viper right. No, I want to leave the right to force them to have something big enough to beat us there if they send the Titania across. And they had death, unfortunately. That one's hard to be too upset about. The opponent's playing a very off-meta deck that ends up being very strong into what we're doing, incidentally. I think that's like the first time we've played against that since Strange Supreme release week. Do you look at untapped data today on stream by chance? No. Usually I only pull up untapped data when there's been some type of meaningful move. I don't expect we'll really have a metagame shift until after the OTA at the end of the month. And even then, probably not that big of a shift. I think our for better and worse, I think our card releases for the rest of the month are pretty medium. Prodigy's maybe a surfer card, but even then it'll be an easy skip for a lot of people, I think. Viper is a pretty good draw here for us. Gosh, Sam Wilson's so good against Clog. Back to ladder for infinite. My dearest gamers, there are like 3 weeks left in the season. We'll get to infinite at some point, I promise. Y'all really need to not be so obsessed with it. Man, Polaris is going through some stuff today. The locations are not being kind to her. But how could you have any self-worth without the defense? Asking the real questions. Do you think they fill the center? I think if they're smart, they move the shield center and play something else there. So I think I debris mid. Okay, so they weren't smart. Got it. Now, I guess they wanted the Stegron, but still. I think that's a mistake on their part. Limbo's very good for us here. Their shield still gets to bounce around a little bit, which could be screwy, but with Cannonball and some Cape Bishop arrows, I have to imagine this matchup's mostly done. Ooh, that gives us a real game. I wasn't thinking about their Cannonball pushing our card because we're losing the left now, so I have to win the other two. Do we think they have Shang? What are the odds they have Shang in addition to Cannonball? Like obviously non-zero. Are they playing Marvel Snap? Yeah. Oh. Very smart on their part here. They filled. I should have gone with my gut. I lost this because I let chat scare me. This is a really good lesson to everybody in chat is don't play scared. If I just played my Red Hulk here, they lose every time. Stick to my stomach. Yeah, the 50-50 on their Cannonball breaking the right was definitely good for them. But I would have had sequences to still win the game if I'd have trusted my instincts there. Was it Cannonball always getting stuck halfway? It must be some kind of bug this patch, because it's been happening a lot, yeah. Do I throw Kate to the wolves? No, wait, we could top deck a hood and want to throw that in there. We'll go Green Goblin next turn, and then like Acid Arrow plus Debris the following turn. Okay, didn't get screwed by reality for once. It's lovely to see. Power of positive thinking. We got the Acid Arrow as well. Unlikely they fill the right copium. They probably, yeah. There's a good chance I should have debried on the right here. Did it get screwed by reality for once? Any millennial had a good day. Mood. Mood. Did we get him? I think we got him. Guys, gals, and non-binary pals, we get to play the last 2 turns of Marvel Snap all by our lonesome. No, wait, come back. I wasn't done playing with my food yet. Your math is wrong on that last game, Jace, because if you take away, we're only adding +6 on the right, and they're losing 3, so it would be 6 to 9 on the right. Nice. So each side loses 3, and then we gain 9. So we go to -3, and then +9 is +6. They have my Red Hulk. Rude. So one of the things you really need to think about when you're playing this matchup with this archetype is ideally you want to only be magicking in a location that's fully clogged, so that way you don't have to worry about what's his name? Reality Stone happening. And this one's like a little sketchy because if they play Sam Wilson, they could move it out. Their copycat is Red Hulk, so they are not locked in at 18 over there. They could still go back up. Yeah, but we lose 3 off our Titania in that picture, Jace. So it's a net, whatever. Net same. Oh, good night, video gamer. Good night. So long, farewell. I'll see you and good day. I gotta say, against anybody else, this would be bullying. Against best deck in format, just deeply and incredibly satisfying. This is how everybody else feels when you break their sandcastles. They just want to play with their toys and they can't. Because you showed up and broke their sandcastle. Let the sandcastles play. Hey, good luck in the rest of your games, alright? Your destroy variation is sweet at least. Instead of breaking their sandcastle, we let loose a pack of feral cats in their sandbox. That's a great way to put it, honestly. Because we just stop them before they can get going. Release the cats. Victory. Meow. Is it legally considered booby trapping if they come to kick your sandcastle but it's made out of snakes and rocks? I don't think so. Definitely too soon to discuss Thunderbolt spoilers. Please don't. Sweetly too soon. Surge and Esme together. Are they a surfer enjoyer? Is the question. I think that's a great line for Marvel movie spoilers discussion. You could have the discussion when it hits Disney Plus. Cosine. They're the Esme Hawk deck. Could be. They could also be the Bast Anti-Venom. What's it called? Pile of cards? Let's see if this is a 5 over here. All right, so much like the United States, we've lost the right here. Hopefully, we can cobble together something serviceable still despite that. If they're clever, they fill the left tier, and then we're dead. I think this sequence here for my opponent is one of the worst types of possible plays you could make against Clog, which is leaving exactly one thing in multiple lanes. If you want some good advice on how to play against this deck that I'm currently playing, you need to be proactively filling your lanes as frequently as possible. I know it feels bad to give your opponent information about exactly how many stats you're going to have, but you'll win more games forcing the Clog deck to put points on the board than you will hoping they don't clog you. You want to be the one dictating, okay, I'm filling my lanes on my terms. Sure, obviously cards that can move around the board and like destroy cards are like good against Clog, but like not every deck has those. But what every deck can do is proactively decide, okay, I'm filling here and now. Oh, you know what? I want to play this where I'm least likely to get Cosmo'd. And they have priorities. They might Cosmo the Hood path. I am so smart. SMRT. D D D D. B D D D. Do 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 do. Boop 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 boop. Snap. We're snapping. Okie dokie. Fair, honestly. Lost my flip here. Let's try and clog him up over here on the left. That was a very good stab from the opponent, I agree. Very, very clever. Should have gone with my gut. Every time I gotta just lock in my instincts with this deck. Because every time I hedge, I end up really sad. Ooh, that's such a good draw into this Daredevil. Okay, so what are we doing? I win the left with Cannonball. I'm just trying to figure out, can I... Titania plus Arrow mid. I think it's just here. I don't think I'm Titaniaing them. I think I want that to be a surprise. This is a lot of points. Okay. 150, please. Thankfully, I've never lost a coin flip in my life, so I don't expect this will be the first one. Gosh, I'm so unlucky. I'm so unlucky. The Mystique play, the not going with my gut on the Mystique play got us. Got a Green Goblin on the left on a 3, we'd have got him. Ooh, that's a piece of candy. You can just play on Curveria. I think I need to play left to hedge Cosmo blocking my cannonball there. I have priority here. They lost their Iron Man, I suppose. Can they put more points on the left? I don't think so, right? This is just, they're about to have Claw for Rickety Bridge, yeah? Is what this snap is. Is it a Cosmo snap? It could be a Gore Cosmo snap as well. Red Hulk beats Claw and Cosmo, yeah? No, their Iron Man's been from the Sokovia. And Gore's about to lose 4, yeah? And we get bigger? Oh, got him. Alright, 2 shots to take their last 2 cubes. Why did they play Nico right? I don't know. Are most Angela decks Juggernaut decks these days? They could be.
This land can never be fully known.
Weird World's annoying. Could have my Viper. My Viper. I'm gonna brick a draw if I don't play Titania. It's annoying. Wow, no 1s or 2s for them is interesting. God bless America. Come on, Ben. Come on, Benjamin. Okay, I think I want to turn off Quantum Realm against their Bast Ancient Venom deck. That seems pretty good, yeah. Sage is a solid one to take away. Hobgoblin into Green Goblin debris. Honey. Honey. Now we do this, right? They debris, and then they'll be at 4 over here. This works how I want here as well, right? Because I have priority. So if they play a card here, Basic Arrow pulls Titania across, and then Acid Arrow jumps. And if they don't play a card here, Basic Arrow pulls her across, and then Acid Arrow jumps both of them back. Oh, they could have my Viper, I suppose. Could be a wriggle here. I've not drawn her yet. Well, they're guaranteed to have my Viper here, actually. Oh, but the Titania's jumping back across, right? Yeah. My deck is empty. They were guaranteed to have my Viper. But they're fully clogged because these are filled here with the Green Goblin, and then Titania jumps back across. Okay, well, you know. All right. I feel like I need to go take a shower after that one, so I think it's that's a successful set with that deck. Thoughts on Clog? I think if you're looking for a proactive deck that is really good into Thanos, if you understand your lines, this is definitely one of the ones. The extra goblins with Daredevil was a nice angle. I also think this archetype's pretty budget friendly. I think the only higher series card that is absolutely a must-have is Kate Bishop. She's a great card to pick up in general, and her Acid Arrow is just so efficient, and her other arrows give you lots of points, so other cards just won't be adding. Cannonball can substitute for a different tech card like Shang-Chi or Enchantress, and Red Hulk should just be some type of big dumb number thing. So Red Hulk and Gore are the two best 6-drops for this deck. I think Magneto is also very serviceable if you're someone who's super low collection level. Even regular Hulk is fine there. You just want some kind of big dumb 6-drop to put numbers on the board, because against better players, they're going to proactively fill their locations up, and you're going to need stats at the end of it. So this deck list was actually in. I do a weekly best decks roundup over on the Hooglandia Snap YouTube channel. I've been throwing a couple of older decks that have good stats recently at the end of those, and Classic Clog was one of the ones I threw up there this week because it's just really well positioned in all the Thanos stuff that's going on. That's a good note. So on days where we're playing viewer decks, I play Conquest a lot of the time. So if you're in my decks thing and you don't see the most recent deck we played, click the Conquest tab at the top. It'll be easy access. All right, we're gonna take a brief pause for the cause to let some adverts roll. Looks like we're floating about 2,100 people between the two streams, which is awesome. And a good long Marvel Snap stream here for the last day of drops. Appreciate everybody hanging out, don't go anywhere. Does Strange Supreme have any place in Clog? No, I don't think so, unfortunately. I'll run to the restroom while these ads go, BRB.